Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So it's time to suggest Victor reunites his war with Jack on The Young and the Restless. Now, as I'm snipped seeing in the comments, there's a lot of people that's just kind of tired of it. It's old, it's played out, whatever you want to sit there and call it. Now, I've only been watching this show for about 4 years, and I'm kind of new to it. Um, I'm only not just saying that it's so unnecessary because it's like, bro, you just got your family back, you're good, everything is good in the hood, and yet you just are picking a fight because wait, is golf just too boring at this point? Now we're going to be talking about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born the Beautiful, and Young and Restless. As you're coming in, make sure you hit that like button, please, because it really does push me in the algorithm. We have some new people yesterday. We're going to have some new people tonight. I just feel it. Let's do roll call. Let's get this started. Amy's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Monique is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Blackmon is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Tommy is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Valerie is in the chat. How you doing tonight? I hope everyone had a great, relaxing day, or as much relaxing day as you can have on a weekday. Um, yes, Victory and Nice's war with Jack. Like, what are we doing at this point? Come on, Lulu, you don't have anything else better to do, and like Monique, Blackma, aka Mr. GQ, how you doing tonight? And Tommy is not there saying, this is old. This is boring. What are we doing at this point? Why are we doing this for? You got nothing else to do? You have nothing else going on in that life of yours? God damn, you would sit there and think somebody with enough more money than God at this point would find something else better to do at the damn time. I'm doing good, Blackman. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great day, my friend. Monique says Victor just mad. He wasn't the one to exactly. It, thank you, Black Mon. And that's what it comes down to, right, Monique? Is his damn ego. Damn ego. And thank you for being a member, by the way, Monique. I didn't want to sit there and say anything before, because, that's not my business. But I am actually very grateful that you are a member again. Oh, oof. Mm-mm. Sean, will you be live Friday night? I'm gonna try. I have a collab on Friday, a surprise collab. So if I get done with that early, then yes. If not, probably not. Um, I may not, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Julie, Julie says, Albert, is GH on the menu tonight? GH is also on the menu. GH is always on the menu, Julie. GH is always on the menu. Yes, I'm gonna try. Um, and thank you for your support, Sean. I really appreciate you. Monique says I saw the preview for Captain America as Harrison Ford supposed to be the Hulk. Yes, yes, he is. Um, partly I was like, I don't want to spoil it for you, but since you already saw the commercial, yes. Ronnie Ron. Here you go, Ron. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. I appreciate having you here tonight. Thank you, Tommy, for being a member for 8 months. Tommy says Victor needs to let it go. No, Victor needs to let it go. The war he is doing is too much, and he needs to stop getting jealous of the Abbots. He's mad he didn't save Nikki. Exactly, just like Monique said. Yes, I appreciate you, Sean. Yes, just like Monique said. Like this is all because his ego was bruised. He keeps into talking about, oh, he could have killed Nikki and stuff like that. I was like, let me tell you something, bro. The fact that she was technically drinking on your watch, that's what you're really upset about. Victor wants to sit there and be a damn superhero, and you couldn't sit there and stop her from drinking, and that's on you. Okay, Jack had to sit there and pick up the slack. Boo effing who? At the end of the day, she stopped drinking, right? Sean said I didn't think Jason will kill Cyrus, maybe Danny or Joss. Or Jason. Tommy, what are you thinking of? Maybe Ron. Maybe it's a mystery. It's a surprise. Yes, Tommy, what did you think of the Claire and Kyle scene? Monday was good, Tommy. Monday was good. Julie says because I need some anger management about GH. Of all the damn times for Johnson Jackson to be MIA, he spends months in the stowaway scene, but kisses Liz and takes a knee. Yes, we did get Dollar Tree version of Lucky. Just we got Dollar Tree version of Brennan. Jack. I'm gonna call this Jack. Jack? No, I'm gonna call him Bob from accounting. That's what I'm calling him. When Nick says hope love is conditional, being with her comes with terms and conditions. Might as well sign a contract to be with her. Okay. And I'm not I don't want people to think that I'm being sexist, but isn't that to some extent. You know what? Let me not go there. Let me not go there. Yeah, I did, and thank you for sharing that, Spencer. Seriously, I appreciate that. Uh, I don't know, Belle, EJ, um, Sean, Jada, Gabby, and Brady, Kate, Philip, and Vic, and Sarah. There's more people, but that's the only things I can think of. I didn't have time to do a review today though, so Tommy says I like Mr. Sheffer and the nanny together is the cute couple I'm talking about. Kyle and no, I know what you're talking about at this point. No, but I appreciate you sharing that. And Spencer, you got a good voice. You should do YouTube, Spencer. I think you'd be really good at doing YouTube. Julie says, Tommy, I didn't work today. I just woke up late. I woke up late, and when you wake up late, everything kind of goes a little downhill as far as you trying to catch up. And plus, I started watching a new soap opera, so that's also been taking up my time as well. Julie says Lucky does everything that freaking matters in 1 week, but oops, we have a cardboard cutout for his scene. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it definitely would have been a lot better to sit there and see Johnson Jackson in the role. And I do agree with that, Julie. Just like the Jack Brennan stuff. Like every time we see Carly and Jack, their scenes are flat. They're flat as hell. They're flat. Like seriously. But no, Tommy, I started watching a show called Hollyoaks, and it's a soap opera, and it's really good. Spencer said hard pass, no YouTube for me. I like my job doing new unarmed security at the resort. Okay, yeah, that's cool. What's good, Sir Charles? Eagle, did I not say Lucky was going to be the next person to get targeted by Cyrus? Yes. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Eagle. You were spot on, my friend. You were spot on. Now, Monique says Brooke is the definition of a let a man say whatever he wants about my daughter. Treats me like crap, but the sex is good. I keep coming back. Yes. Yes, Monique is 100%. Yeah, no, I get it, Spencer. I get it. You got a good job. Listen. I'm happy that you have a good job that you love doing. Here's the thing, Tommy. It's really funny, Tommy, when Daniel called Summer a knockoff Phyllis. Summer was like, "No, I'm not a knockoff of her. I'm Couture." I was like, "No, you are a knockoff version of Phyllis." You know. And here's my other issue, Tommy. She is wasting Chance's time. Okay, because let's be honest, she pretty much said today that she still doesn't forgive him for practically doing his job. But you went out on a date with him. So my whole thing is like you just wasted his time. Nice. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, Spencer. Listen, I'm always very happy with people that find something in life, as far as a job and doing something that they generally love doing. It's a rarity. And I always admire people that do that. But that's the thing, though, Tommy. I'm just like, listen, if you weren't going to give Chance a second, an actual shot, then you shouldn't have wasted his damn time. You shouldn't have wasted his time. Like that's something and that's the thing with Chance, though. Like, for a good-looking man who actually has money, he still can't sit there and find somebody that is gonna ride with him. How come he's so unlucky in love? Eagle fan says, "I would do you want to see a Cobra Kai spinoff? Are you good? If it was back to spinoff, uh, I'm good. I'm good, Eagle. And honestly, tell you the truth, a Miyagi one. Like, I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not a fan of prequels. I think that's my whole other thing. I'm not a fan of prequels because at the end of the day, we exactly that's the thing. At the end of the day, Eagle, we know what's going to happen if you do like a prequel or something. We know that the characters are going to die, isn't going to get hurt, anything that's like going to be like long lasting. That was Eagle, and is they started doing the show called Arrow. They started doing these fast forward, these future fast forward stuff. But the problem with that is that it gave too much away. So it's like, a Miyagi might sound nice in theory just to kind of keep the story going, but it's like we know nothing serious is going to end up happening to him. So it kind of takes away less of yeah. I did, Monique. Hey, listen, it's cool. And I'm gonna see it, but like, how you gonna sit there and call a Karate Kid and the dude is doing kung fu, right? Like, how we gonna sit there and do that? The dude is literally doing kung fu. Jackie Chan does kung fu, and yet we're calling it the Karate Kid. Like, how is that even working? Um, some cool as shit fights, though. I'll tell you that much. Like the choreography is that show, Sean? Well, Tommy, the thing is, he hasn't, Jack hasn't beaten Victor in like 50 something years, so I don't really understand what's going to be so different now. Ah, that's true. That's true, Eva. That's true. And plus, it just kind of, just kind of sucks a little. I mean, granted, we didn't see the whole thing. We don't know if um if Johnny Lawrence is actually going to be in it, but I mean, it kind of sucks that he's not in it in a sense. Because I do like Johnny. I do like Johnny. You don't ask the act, you don't ask William whatever to come back, but you get Daniel to come back, and we're calling it Karate Kid with Kung Fu, and we just get Daniel. Like, what the? Yes and no, Sean. Because let's be honest, Sean, there's hundreds of movies that do come out, and people don't necessarily see them because they don't want to take a chance. So it's a little bit. It's yeah, but that's the thing though, Sean. If there's ever a new idea from a movie or whatever, how often do people actually take chances though? People would spend more money on a remake or a sequel than they would on a new franchise, right? So that's kind of on people as well. I am too, Sean. I am too. I'm just saying, like yes, you can sit there and say Hollywood doesn't do anything though, and that's true. But do you have people who go who tend to go with what's safe? So Spencer says, I'm pretty sure everybody in Port Charles doesn't care if somebody weighs Cyrus at this point. No, of course not. And like I said, I think at this point the Cyrus character is done. He should be done. They should sit there and just get a new person. Eagle says, I think Cobra Kai did a great job in introducing new teams that you can get behind on a new show. Yes, exactly. Tori is my personal favorite. That was not the case when she was first introduced. Yeah, I mean, I think so too, Eagle. But you know what's really funny though, Eagle? I also don't want it to be a Degrassi situation, right? You remember how Degrassi just kept going and going and going? They got new teams and it was interesting, but it's like it just kept going, going, going. Yes, you can technically do that with Cobra Kai. You can get new teams to come in and be diverse and different characters, and I think that'd be cool. But then you don't want to get into a Degrassi situation, if you know what I'm talking. Yeah, that's the issue. Spencer said, "Yeah, when a character is back up and in the corner, you know it's done." Well, yeah, that. But let's be honest, they turned Cyrus into kind of a shit character. If we're gonna be honest. Spencer says, "Honestly, I'm enjoying Sitwell." Yeah, Sitwell is actually a great villain. Um, Cyrus needs to sit there and just pack his bags and just go at this point. His character's pretty much done. Yeah, Sitwell is actually a great villain right now. I'm really enjoying him. I hope I hope they don't do this. I hope they don't ruin Sitwell like they did Cyrus. Because let's be honest, everybody in the chat knows that they damn near ruined Sitwell. Eagle says, you know who else is a great villain? Hope Logan. Hope Logan, the master manipulator. Seriously, seriously, Sean. Seriously, Spencer. Um, but I just hope they don't ruin Sitwell. And yes, Hope is a master manipulator. Master effing manipulator. Um, so this is my thing now, right? Like I did a review for the people that watched the Bold and the Beautiful. I don't think he's gonna no, Tommy, I don't think he's gonna screw over his family in a way where it's like he's gonna do it on purpose. I don't think he's gonna screw over his family. I think he's going to not care that his family doesn't want this war. That's what it's gonna be, Tommy. He's not gonna screw them over. He's going to ignore them. He's gonna ignore their pleas and everything else. Spencer says, well, let's just see the writers and Frank Valentini do about, going writing for the new bad guy in town. Sitwell being we know what Frank Valentine does. Hmm. Kevin, if funny, Brooke and Carter sleep together and Hope catches them. Well, I can totally see that in a sense. Well, they're not related, but here's the thing though, Tommy. I don't think that Damon likes Lily. I don't that might be the case, but when Lily finds out of what Damon's doing, because here's the thing that's just annoying here's the thing that's well, it's annoying me in a sense. I respect everyone's opinion. Okay? I really do. But here's my issue though. Eagle says if you are in Finn's place, I guess so. Kyrie's Clark, the one and only. What is good, my guy? Every time Kyrie's comes in here, he always brings a smile to my face. Um, people keep sniffing saying, "Oh, actually, it's kind of good that you had Kyrie's." People keep sniffing saying that Damon, when it comes towards Damon, that we don't know about um what Amy did to we don't know what Amy did to Damon. You know, Amy is dying, right? And Damon is coming across as extremely heartless, right? And all I keep hearing is, but we don't know what Amy did to Damon. Well, did he R him? You know? I mean, honestly, tell you the truth, it's like, guys, you stop it. Guys, are you streaming tonight? Are you streaming, my guy? Um, it's like there's no sense of, you know, like there's no level of compassion for somebody who's dying. This seriously, this woman brung you into this world. Exactly, Tommy. This woman brung you into this world. You know, at the very least. Okay, good, 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 good. I was wondering about that. I kept checking your page, so kept checking your page. Ah, here we go. Here we go, my gorgeous, beautiful goddess cat lady. But Frank ain't paying Albert nothing but coins. Look at his window. Uh, I love this woman right there. Right effing there. It is cat lady, the one and only. Okay, good. I'm glad you did read it. I was just gonna sit there and say, um, okay, good. Harry says, did you come up with some recipes to impress cat lady? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Kairos, my life goal is to sit there and impress cat lady. And luckily I got some time before it actually starts to warm up because it's cold as shit right now. Oof. When it warms up, cat lady's coming over. She got a good time. Spencer says, when Cameron Madison started Awesome, when Cameron Madison started Awesome, especially with that Peter story. Yeah, I mean, I thought he was great. I still like what you call it though. I still like Drew. He said that's every straight man's life goal. But I mean, I think it should be every person's life goal is to make their partner happy, right, Kyrie? Like seriously, that's just not for a second. Don't you think it's every partner's man, woman is every person's life goal is to sit there and to impress cat lady. Well, so is the goal. But I'm just saying in general though, when you're with somebody, you want to always sit there and do everything you can to make them happy and show them appreciation. Queen Jess, how are you doing tonight, Jess? The gates. Let me let me tell you something about the gates for a hot minute. I'm gonna say this shit until the episode comes in. Black Man says you have to spice up. Absolutely. Absolutely, okay. Whipped cream, handcuffs, oils, role play. Harry says I'm not talking about every other one. I'm talking about Cat Lady and how gorgeous she is. I'm saying that every straight man's goal is to impress her. So you, oh, absolutely, absolutely, Kyrie's limp legs. Hmm. Yes, yes, exactly. Of course, Black Man, the goal is to sit there and make sure your partner has a tough time walking the next day. Absolutely. Deluxe, I have a candle company so I can help you set the mood. Deluxe, you are awesome. I don't know if I trust myself with candles, but you are awesome. Let me actually be brave. You know, for Cat Lady, I'll be brave. You are 100% correct, Kyrie. Absolutely, I know the phone. I bet you do. I bet you do. Let me tell you something about the gates while I have a minute. Which, by the way, I did sit there and send um limp legs. Yeah, not for him. Cat Lady, you're such a sassy queen. Fuck the gates, the trailer. Which, by the way, I did sit there and send to my dad. But I'm gonna tell you something about the gates. And if you're watching this on replay, I want you to pay attention to this part. Do not have your expectations too high for the games. I'm not just saying they're not going to bring it. It's not going to be fun and interesting and new and stuff like that. I'm saying do not have your expectations too high for this show. Okay. Um, because here's the thing, I have a feeling that, which by the way, I just set my DVR, um, and it comes on at 2 o'clock, which is great in New York time. So I can watch the gates and then I can watch General Hospital. But the point is, it's like I have a feeling that people are going to watch the episode. They're going to be like, oh, it's okay. I mean, I'm not going to even get to the negative comments, but like, um, they're going to be like, oh, it's okay. It's not all that. Or it's so so. And I'm like, y'all sit there acting like what the gays is going to sit there and like reinvent the wheel or something. It's going to be another soap opera characters and things of that nature. How was Days? It was okay. It wasn't super great. Wasn't super amazing. It was okay. You could just read a recap and you'll be caught up. So and you know it's actually funny, Curry, because that was the last soap opera that I watched before I started doing a live stream. Well Doug no. Doug and Amy was not actually there. Spencer says, I think people are worried that it's going to be woke. I think that what it is, maybe, maybe not. You know, it's let me tell you something about that word, Spencer. I don't think that people actually understand what the word woke is. Okay. I think when people sit there and say, I don't want this to be woke, I don't think they know what that means. But okay, you know what, Jess? I'll tell you this much. I have a feeling that Jess's definition of woke is different than Spencer's definition of woke. Kelly says, I can already see that it won't last long. Then leads, I don't know how long they can last before big heads pop off. It's like they don't understand what it means. I'm just saying, like everyone has this different definition. Carrier says you need to get this trade. You need to get this trademark. Hashtag don't be a brook. Yes, and you know it's actually funny. Carrier is like, yes, I mean, yeah, the hilarious part of don't be a brook for so many different reasons. But like, yeah, hashtag don't be a brook. That can be the new Karen. It can definitely be the new Karen. You know, and if you watch my review, you know exactly why I sit there and say don't be a brook. Just says I don't need a message or an agenda. I just want to soak with good drama. Okay. You know what, Spencer? I gotta sit there and look at it, and then I will send it to you tonight. I'll message it to you tonight, Spencer. I'm on PlayStation, so an agenda. Okay. I feel like sometimes when people sit there and say they don't want something to be woke, it's like, what does that mean? Yeah, of course, Spencer. Kelly says that we need one that says hashtag don't be Drew. Well, it's okay to be Drew because Drew's a good man, Cat Lady. You know he's a good man, Cat Lady. Cat Lady wants to be sassy, but Cat Lady knows that Drew is a good man. And besides, let's be honest, Cat Lady. I think it's kind of more important to not be a brook than the misconceptions of Drew Kane. You know, Cat Lady, you as a woman, I think that probably would be a lot more to sit there, you know, for you for you to support my idea of don't be a Brooke Logan. Oh, it was hella dumb. It was hella dumb for so many reasons. Um, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Blackman says thank you, Albert, for the bowl. I didn't understand the episode. Thank you, Blackman, for watching. I enjoy doing that. I know, cat lady. I'm gonna ignore the long neck thing, but I know. Lisa said, "Don't be a Logan." Okay, but yes, her them show. Here's the thing. She's still married. Okay, can we all seriously? Can we, you know, for the GH fans in here, can we all sit there and just kind of breathe in for the fact that this chick is married and she's spending Valentine's Day with her husband's uncle. Uh, let's see. The thing is, Spencer, when people sit there and say woke, a lot of times they're just sit there saying, well, they don't want it to be woke because they don't want it to have a certain amount of black people, or they don't want it to have a certain amount of LGBT people in it, or like Jess said, she doesn't want them to sit there and try to sell some sort of message or agenda. But see, that's the problem though. No one can actually have a clear definition of woke. So if there's, you know, you basically snip to saying, oh, well, I don't want woke because I don't want a certain level of gay people in the show. That's not exactly woke, but that's woke to them. But yes, I want y'all to say he's about to adopt Wiley, and yeah, he's about to adopt. You know how messed up, seriously, but you know, yeah, I'm gonna get on that in a second. But do you understand how messed up it is that Drew Smith did taking Willow out on Valentine's night, the height of romance epitome, and you're taking out your nephew's wife? Was good, Dolomedics? Yo, who's that little kid that's not there bullying that other kid? Abe's little brother. What's good, Amber? Like, honestly, tell you the truth, I sat there, I had to start off with that shit. I was like, wait, hold on, did you just such she's such she's such gonna move in with him now? Yes. Um, you took it. You took your nephew. Wait, you took seriously, Willow. You went out on a romantic Valentine's date with your husband's uncle while you're still married. And then when she gets there, she has the audacity to sit there and look at Brad and start judging. Dominic says, "Oh, Arrow is bullying Ro, who is in the process of transitioning." Yeah, I can kind of see that. I can see the transitioning part. Um, because I'm not gonna lie, part of me was kind of confused. I was like, "Is that a?" But yeah, you know that Arrow, that's his name. Thank you, Dominic. So I was watching it today, and Greg, like, I'm not gonna lie, watching those scenes are so uncomfortable in a sense. What's good? I met ahead. Watching those scenes are so uncomfortable. Um, oh, Arlo. Okay, yeah, that's how you pronounce his name. Dominic's Arlo. It's a weird fucking name. Arlo. Okay. Ahmed says, I think the solace that I got from half of today's episode is that this is stupid side storyline is coming to an end. Yes. Yeah, we can sit there and pretty much kind of just. Tommy says Victor really wants to go to war. Here we go again. Well, yeah, Tommy, Victor has always been a bully, but he's been a lot of things, to be fair. Arlo. That's how you pronounce his name, Dolmex? Arlo? Yeah, he's a mini monster of his brother at this point. Um that's the thing though, Dolmex. And I actually did promote Hollyoaks in my Bow and the Beautiful review. Like I can't believe so much happens in 20 minutes. Like that's insane. Now, B&B will sit there and literally go through the same conversations over and over and over again. They have the same amount of time as Hollyoaks. And yet I never feel like I'm watching a part two of an episode that I saw yesterday. Just as, yeah, the Cyrus stuff today was just stupid. If you're gonna kill someone, why would you walk into their front door? Then he's confessing. Yes. Yes. Some extras, yes, and they don't hold back on letting Kiss be villains on the show. Oh, Kiss be villain on the show. Mercedes has a son who is in jewelry. Whoa, yeah. Um, who's another messy character, Dolomitics? Victoria. I think that's how the woman of color. Her name is Victoria, right? Well, I'm glad you stand on that, Kyries. I respect your opinion. I totally disagree, but Oh, and here's the thing. Spencer says, no, but where her kids Aiden in the attic. No, we actually did sit there and see her child today. I mean, well, her child a couple of days ago, Spencer. And he was with, what the hell is his name? Tobias. Max says she's new. I'm not familiar with her yet. Okay. Well, here's the thing though, Delaminix. She says something that rang so true. She was like, she's cheating with both guys. And when the kid, I remember his name, was like, well, you can't keep doing that. She was like, each of them give me something different. Each man give me something different. Don't ever underestimate Maxie Jones. I'm not. I it's not about underestimating her. For me, Victor is always going to be a better businessman than Maxie Jones. There's no way of convincing me otherwise. But thank you for bringing that up though about Maxie because I'm gonna talk about her in a second. And that's with the Brooklyn and Lulu scene. So thank you for bringing that up. I know I saw, well, at least I saw a post saying that he was talking about retiring. Who knows? I mean, I mean, to be fair, Lisa, Maurice Bernard actually sat there and said that at some point, he tried to retire a couple of times, and they kept Smith there trying to. He's older, he has more experience. That's what it comes down to, Kyrie. Is he's older and he has more experience. That's my thought process. I don't believe that Maxie in her 20s is going to be more experienced dealing with deals on a much larger level than Maxie, who is like in her 20s, and this dude is like in his 60s or something, 70s. That's like that's how I'm looking at it. Um, Kelly says, "How about Cyrus being the one who started all this mess with Lulu after all this time?" Yeah, I mean, at least they actually finally gave us some clarification on why he's okay, tomato, tomato. But you know what I'm saying, though, Gary. It's like he's older, he has more experience, he's been through more deals. It's just not they're not on the same level. Last day was good, my guy. What is good? That's true, Tomex. Since this is job isn't me, or do you think Liz should have had a door ring on? Well, here's the thing. She definitely should be looking at the door before she just opens it up. Harry says Kristen Storms is in her 40s. Okay, that's cool. Um, Jess said, who do you think will get to Cyrus first? It's either Jack or Jason, maybe. Probably Jack. I would sit there and say it's Jack. I'm sorry, the Dollar Tree version. You know what? How about we start calling him Jack and start calling him Bob from accounting at this point? Like seriously. But yes, I think it's gonna be Jack. I think it's gonna be Jack. I think if it's Jason, it'll just be very predictable. If it's Jack, he still has that secret. Remember, he's the one that led Josh to this very dangerous place. But like I said, Kyrie, I feel that Victor is just more experienced. He's been wheeling and dealing in business way longer. He's taken more wins and more losses than Max has ever done as far as the business world is concerned. So here says my new name for Jack is the Payless the pay, no the Payless son of a God damn. Yes, exactly. What exactly, last like most people do, especially at night. Especially at night. So yeah, no, especially it's not. Well, I mean, yeah, especially, but I mean, even if you just check the window, here's the thing, especially, yes, you can do all that, but at the end of the day, she could have either had a peephole or she could have checked the window to sit there and see who it was before she just opened the damn door. You know, so Lisa says, I think Danny's gonna come home and take him out. Here we go. Ariana, hello. Who's getting the rod tonight? Hmm. Pretty much anybody I could sit there and think of off the spot. But right now, we're talking about the young. Well, the title is the Young and Restless, but Ariana, every day changes. Any and everybody can sit there and get that. Domax says the man can do anything for Carly but her taxes or save her some money on her auto insurance. Damn. Kevin says how to get Forrester back. They should have gotten Michael Baldwin. Yeah, because clearly Justin Barber is dragging his feet if he's actually doing anything. Jay Blue says, Aubrey, you always come to mind when they're singing on GH. I'm currently watching yesterday's episode. My first thought was, yes, Jay Blue, you know me so well. Yeah, you know I was just sitting there watching that shit. I can't do it to myself, Jay Blue. I can't. You know, Jay Blue, I think the only way I could sit there and probably listen to any of them singing is if I actually was drinking beforehand. Aaron says, glad to hear you're in great form. Liz didn't look out the. I mean, yes, Ariana, especially at night. Like, that's, that's just crazy right there. Yes, Jay Blue, you know. I mean, seriously, though, like, who does that? When they says the house that you brought was the same house Shyla had. Oh, shit. Kevin, who are you talking about? What character are you talking about, though? Not even a hot woman. Not even a hot woman. She could have a gun. I have so much damn. I'm not gonna lie. Gary's like I was partly sitting there thinking about like leaning that way. Well, last day you're thinking with the right head, so I'm proud of you for that. Ariana says apparently Liz does. I mean, at the end of the day, but it was smart that she was trying to keep him talking and stuff. Tommy says I would rather date Audra than Summer Newman. Why do I feel like they're both bad ideas? Thank you, Tommy, for pondering the question. Summer Newman or Audra Charles? Absolutely. What's good, Tracy Steves? It's good to see you. Ariana says Sasha went in for that kiss and lied with Jason. Yup. They're gonna be the new hot, sexy couple. The, the problem with Audra and Summer is that both of their personalities can be terrible. Can be terrible. Yes, happy Wednesday, Tracy. Kelly says Summer was out of pocket asking Chase to do this to make up for. Okay, I can see Kyrie is on trolling mode. Um, that's right, Ariana is Kyrie's Clark, the one and only. Both their personalities are kind of dog shit, if we're going to be honest, Kyrie. So seriously, let's just be real for a hot minute. After games for a hot minute, after hot looks and everything like that, both Summit and Audra's personalities can be dog shit. Thank you, Black. Thank you, Black Man. Yes, Cat Lady. And here's a sad thing though, Cat Lady. This man has money and looks, yet he is probably the most unluckiest man on the Young and the Restless when it comes to his women. What's good, Big Nate? It's good to see you. How you been? How the hell are you? Well, I mean, I'm talking. Well, Carrie, I'm talking more about the personalities. Tommy says, "I'd rather date Sally." Well, to be fair, Tommy, I do think that Sally does have a better personality than both Summer and Audra. If we're going to be honest, I mean, and granted, that's just my take on it. I do think that Sally does have a better personality than both Audra and Summer. No, in reality, I think I would rather date Sally than Audra Charles. Yeah, yeah, I think I would actually rather date Sally. It's just like some weird shit, but Harry says you just said that Summer Newman had hot looks. I disagree with. I didn't say that, Kyrie. When did I say that? I didn't say that. That's not what I said. Kyrie, so you trying to gaslight me? Kelly says true chase should be in the middle of a love triangle, not dealing with this 16-year-old mind and a 40-year-old body. And see, that's why I love Cat Lady. That smartness and that wit right there. And she's 100% correct. 100% correct. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me. And then it says, I saw your review on B&B today, the struggles. The struggle. Area, listen, like I said, if nobody got anything else out of it, don't be a Brooke Logan. Harry says, but do you think she's hot? I won't judge you. I think she's pretty. I don't think that she's hot, Harry. I think she's pretty. Summer Newman is pretty. I wouldn't sit there and say hot. She's pretty. She is a pretty girl. I will sit there and say that. But I'm not ignoring everyone's comments. Trust me. I need to like. Oh, Lastly, it says, I don't think sex is all that important. I would rather have $1 million than ever have sex. If I had to choose between $1 million or sex, I'm picking. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Curry says, I'll take that drink for 25 bucks. I need to go to the liquor store. uh, yeah. Hope Willow says no about moving in with her kids with Drew. She's so gaga at this point. I don't think that she I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. What? Fuck me. Even when YouTube doesn't work. That's good. That's good. That's what I need to see. Mm-hmm. Yep, there's the money shot. I mean, no, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, hold on. Take a little. Let me take a little sip. Hold on. Uh, yeah, I mean, that's cool. Sorry. Kyrie says, but then again, I am celibate until I get married. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You hear that, chat? Okay. Kyrie Clark said that he is celibate until he gets married. So just I want everyone to sit there and just kind of absorb that for a minute. Last day, I appreciate you being a last day. I appreciate you being a good sport. Okay? I will sit there and say that much. I appreciate you being a good sport. Um, I need to sit there and screenshot that. Hold on. There we go. That's good. But yeah, that was interesting. Like I said last day, you're a good sport. You are a good sport. Curry says I'm gonna sign up for a date night tomorrow night so I can tell every single woman I met that my true sense none of y'all believe me. Monique says it would be awesome if when Hope and Carter get back to the office, everything is gone. All that is left is uh, that would be hilarious. Lisa, with Kyrie's Clark, you never know, but you love him anyway. Last day says, I'm going to be honest. If it ever was a question between $1 million or sex, $1 million, it will come from one of my favorite quotes. Money can buy you love, but money can buy you stuff, and I love stuff. Well, that's good. That is good. I mean, that's that's you know what? That's your opinion. Um, I personally would sit there and choose sex over money any goddamn day of the week, depending on who the person is. Um, but I respect your opinion. Well, I mean, I get that. Yeah, no, I get that last time. I get that. And you know what? Last day, I appreciate that. Maybe it's just coming from me. I have a very high libido, but okay. Yeah, that makes sense in some universe. Okay. Anyway, that was it. That was good. Just sex over money. You crazy as hell. The fuck I'm not. The fuck I am not. Kelly says because Albert don't love stuff. Again, takes a look behind him. Kelly, you stop it. I mean, come on, Kelly. You know I already got my work cut out. Straighten you out. Just don't do that. Don't co-sign what Cat Lady's saying. Don't you do that. Everyone says loving the afternoon, morning, evening. Yeah, afternoon, morning, evening, night, twice. Just as you do realize more money can buy you. No. But it's an either or. No. But it's an either or. It's either money or sex. That's what last day was saying. Harry says, "Well, I'll choose $10 million over sex, though." Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Black Monster, tell us. That's hilarious. Oh, Catlett, you are something else. I love this woman. She is so goddamn sassy. I'm gonna have my work cut out. And just don't do that. Why you keep doing that? You know, at one point I sat there and I said, I might do that, Black Mon. I might do that. But at one point I sat there and said that Jess corrupted Cat Lady, and now I'm starting to sit there and think that Cat Lady is. You know what? Never mind. I think y'all corrupting each other. Need some damn therapy. Monique says I was dating three guys at the same time. One was sexually, one was emotional, the other was mental. Monique says at one point I was dating three same guys. One satisfied me emotionally, the other guy satisfied me mentally. If I found a guy that could do all three, I'll be in heaven. Oh yes, I mean that's always the ideal. That is always the ideal right there. Now I think y'all just. Harry said, "Did I correct you?" Absolutely. Let me sit there and say something right now. Kyrie's Clark, okay, Kyrie's Clark corrupted sweet and innocent Melanie Corley. Y'all know Melanie Corley, the girl with all the purple hearts and everything like that. This man right there, which is a good man, Kyrie's Clark, corrupted sweet and innocent Melanie. Okay? I mean, I went in there and all I saw was like all this vulgar language from Melanie that she never spoke in her entire life until she met that man right there. Jay Blue says you all think it was right. Now Jay Blue says, do y'all all think it was right for Curtis to ask Drew to leave? I do. But that's the question that Jay Blue asked for the chat. It was so out of pocket for him to just show up like that. Guys, you know it's true. Thank you, Kyrie. Thank you, because I'm going to sit there and say that in a couple of different streams. I'm sorry, Kyrie. I love you, but I got to sit there. Hold on, let me. Uh, Kyrie says you Albert needs sex therapy, cooking classes, and you know what I'm going to say. That lady, did I not tell you how much I love you today? How amazing you are. Yeah, that's right. I always fall for the sassy ones. Kyrie says Albert may need to go. Kyrie, you stop it. The hell, you are not out. I still love you. I still love you. But yeah, I do think it was. I do. Here's the thing that's so weird. I mean, like I said, I listen. I've been defending Drew and Willow, and I'll keep defending Drew and Willow. But I don't understand how they just showed up in that night. Here's the thing: how the hell did Drew actually think that it was a good idea to um go to Curtis's club? Like seriously, the dude literally helped steal a company from you. You decide, oh, I'm gonna go to Curtis's. Like what? Blackman says Albert is going to give us showing up. a showing out that window. I'm just going to give us a showing out that window. Yeah, I'm gonna get some. And that comes for you, Black Mind from Cat Lady. Kyrie's, I can't believe you did that to that poor girl. Just say, yeah, that was hella dumb. It it was tone deaf to like the ninth. I mean, the thing is, Cat Lady. I mean, the thing is just it didn't make sense on any level. Like everything was dumb about it. I mean, first of all, just the thing is, I know you don't like Nina, but even Nina was like, I don't think you need to go public with your affair with Drew. You're still married to Michael. And then Willow sat there and said, "Oh well, I want to sit there and teach my kids to sit there and tell the truth. Do you want to sit there and tell your kids to sit there and how to be a bad wife? Like, do you want to do that? Like, oh God. Mm. Last day says I saw your Born Beautiful review with you. Man, did you struggle? That's why I stopped it. Honestly, it broke me as soon as a soap fan to watch B&B in 2023. I hated watching soap operas. God damn. Well, I can't blame you. I'm glad you think that was funny. Blackmon says a performance. Blackmon, you are too kind. But you know, the thing is, Blackmon, I had my sloring days back in the day. And Blackmon says, will you give a peep show out that window? Um, no, because you know I don't want to get like arrested or anything. Um, like I like I said, I used to have my sloring days back in the day. I still think my OF is still like there. So if you ever want to check that out, I haven't used it in a while, but fun times though, Black Mon. Very fun times. Until it got boring. Yes, I'm just keeping it real. Okay. Thank you, Black Mon. It's an interesting thought. Ariana said, "You really think he's untouchable?" I don't think that I don't think that he thinks he's untouchable. I think that he is just very. I think that him and Willow are just very tone deaf. Like every time I think about that shit, it just makes me laugh my ass off. Carrie says Albert probably used. Carrie says Albert probably used that same blanket to sleep in. Dad says, "Guys, you stop it." Carrie, you are. Huh. Carrie, so you still unhappy with my comment yesterday? I think Kyrus is going hard on me yesterday. I think Kyrus is going hard on me because of my comment yesterday. Are you so upset about that comment yesterday? Okay, I need to stop highlighting that. Are you upset with my comment yesterday that I made? Lisa says, oh shit, hold on. It doesn't smell like anything, cat lady. You stop it. This is what it's like dating cat lady. Exactly, Blackmont. This is what it's like dating cat lady. I profess my love. I sit there and think that she's smart and witty. And cat lady would sit there and say, yeah, I don't like those curtains. I think those curtains are trash. Okay, but I'm gonna get some new curtains at some point, you know. But I think that you look very beautiful today. Your arms ain't shit. Yeah, that's pretty much like dating cat lady. Lisa says Albert needs a curtain fight or the windows. I don't know what that meant, but I I am actually in the process of that. Monique says, "What would have been a perfect Valentine gift for Willow and Drew? Someone puts the video of them on screen at Kurt's nightclub. This is for all the love of." Kelly says, "Same point 6 years later." Well, I've been busy, cat lady. I've been busy. You know how busy, cat lady. Do you understand how busy I am? You understand how busy I am, my love? I'm a very busy man. You have no idea. Uh, Jay Blue says, "Little Dino so cute. I like her new haircut." And that's another thing though. But see, that's another thing though, right, Carrie? Because I'm pretty sure you watched General Hospital today, and the scenes with Jack and Carly with Donna would have been so much better with Charles Measures. And it fell fucking flat. Uh, Lassie says Hope and Thomas made me hate soap operas. Wait, why did Thomas? I know you don't like Hope, but why did Thomas? Donna says Portia is hardly in a position to judge Willow, though. She cheated on Taggart and lied about. Oh, Donna, once again, you come in and you just tell it. It's just, okay. I said this before. Cat lady, by the way, are you up for playing? Are you up for playing our favorite game, Cat lady? Are you up for playing our favorite game? No, no, Portia. Listen, Portia is still fire. Lisa said, "Need a curtain." I know, I know, Lisa. I know. I've been so busy, but no, I know I need to get one. I know. Lassie says because I don't like the fact that Thomas got away with all his crimes that he committed in 2019 because he had a brain tumor. Plus, I can only be attracted to a woman who kept my child from me. Hmm. How does a brain tumor give you right to kill somebody and lie about a dead kid? Last day, let me ask you a question. Is this why you was going so hard on a new girl, which I didn't appreciate by the way? But is this why you were going so hard on a new girl because she liked Hope? I could not have child. Yeah, listen, Donna, Portia knows how to wear a dress. She can irritate the shit out of me sometimes, but um, Leslie says I could not have. I love how Catley just skipped my question, but whatever. Um, Leslie says I cannot have sex with a woman who wanted my child to be dead. Okay, I get that. Well, you do understand moving forward, though, last day that, you know, I don't need you to go so hard on. Okay, fuck it. I don't want you to go so hard on new people if they like Hope. You can agree to disagree, but y'all can kind of just move on now. Thank you, Kyrie. Kyrie says, you know dang well that Thomas is 100% responsible for the death of my Emma Barber. Asking for the question also budget for Kyrie, you are something else, but um I mean, to be fair, Kyrus is right. I did actually watch the video, where he did run her off the road. Like he literally ran Emma off the road. And then he sat there and he looked at the death and he just smiled. And those curtains, I'm working on the curtains. I just I've been busy. I've been so busy. I don't think that people understand when I sit there and say busy, but also lets everyone think Tyrese Clark. Um, Kelly says, now put that in your new curtain fund, not your coat. Okay, chat. I want everyone to know right now that I love this woman. Okay, and I'm committed to sitting there making that woman happy. DC, I saw the Gates preview special. I'm almost impressed. They still got 5 days, though, aka 1 week. DC Soap Sanctuary. DC, you know it's actually really funny. Yeah, that's a good question. Why did he actually remove the tag? DC, you know it's actually really funny. One, we gotta get together and we gotta start talking more. Especially in these live streams, collabs and stuff. But it's actually really funny though. Um, so I've been watching Hollyoaks now for like a good 2 weeks, and I've been enjoying the shit out of it. Have I actually I've been promoting it in my other soap operas, and this is where you stop watching. And Kyrie says, "Hey, handsome DC." And this is when you stop watching Hollyoaks. When I start watching it, okay, I'm glad you said hi to Kyrie's. I start watching it, and that's when you start. Kyrie says Thomas Forrester should be in prison for life without the possibility of parole. Would you say the same thing about Phyllis Summers, Kyries? Would you say that Phyllis Summers? DC says I didn't stop watching it, even put that one out. Uh, I didn't stop watching it. Don't even put. Okay, well, you stop watching it for a little bit. My point is, DC, I've been talking to Dolmex a lot about Hollyoaks, and I know you have been in the chat for reasons, but like, it would have been nice. The point, it would have been nice to talk to you about Hollyoaks. That's my point, DC. Carrie says, "You damn right. She belongs in international prison. She's a world." Okay, I'm gonna sit there and say this, Carrie. Okay, Carrie, do you know who thinks that Ava is a menace? Do you know one of my subscribers that think that Ava is a menace? What do you see is better than Bold and Beautiful? I can tell you that right off the bat. You can still talk to me about them if anything. You can keep me up to date. Listen, I've been enjoying it. I'm glad that Ava's dead. I think that his brother is a little monster. And damn it, where the hell is Domex at? That other kid that's in transition. I know he's going to do something to that other kid that I can't remember. This is my last week watching Born and Beautiful. What? Y'all hear it first. This is my last week watching Born and Beautiful, by the way. It's been a great 16 years. He says it like he's breaking up with a damn company. Like he's literally giving his resignation to Born and Beautiful. That's okay. Curry says, yeah, Nikki, name Fistman. Listen, the thing is, Carrie's like one of the things I did sit there and say is Nikki. Let me tell you something about Nikki. Nikki is just as sassy as Jess. I'm gonna tell you that right now, Carrie. Nikki is just as sassy as Jess. And if we're gonna be honest, by the pictures, they're, they're actually kind of neck and neck with looks. Not that Jess likes to be compared, but I'm just saying. So, okay, now you can sit there and be upset with me. Jess, I did sit there and it doesn't matter what I say. You're gonna be annoying me either way. Like partly I was gonna sit there and start to prepare my apology for Jess, and I was like, there's no fucking point. She's gonna be annoyed with me either way. Even though, Jess, I was not there defending your honor in these hot streets right now before. Here we go. Curry says sassy, but not as hot. So don't get the same pass from me. Nah, it's her opinion. I can disagree. No, I get that. Curry said they're actually on the same level. If we're gonna be honest. Jess says I don't know that character. The point is, Jess, she's just as sassy as you. I'm speaking the truth, Kyrie's. But what the hell is your actually thing? What time are you coming on tonight? I gotta sit there and be nosy. Kyrie says, but she don't look as high as Jess, so you need to get. Eh, I, I really don't. I really don't. I really don't, Kyrie. I really don't. I've seen Jess in person, and I mean, she's bad. Like, yeah. Thank you, Black Mom. Thank you. Yes, hit that goddamn like button. I'm just keeping it real, Lisa. Hit that goddamn like button. You know what? Kyrie, it's not on this one. Not on this one. And the point is just is when it came towards that other conversation, I was defending you, okay? Because let me tell you something, Jess. That man needed to know the truth. And I'm not going to sit there and say what man it is, but that man needed to know the truth. So I was out there defending your honor, Jess. Not that you need me to, but I was doing it anyway. So, yeah. But no, on this one, guys. My toes are standing 10 toes down on that. Oh, I know how to do something. Did you see that post TJ made? No, I know that he's on. Rather than stars, said that he's on vacation and he grew a beard. Harry says, "Hello, no one defends Queen Justice." That's true. Okay, just let's not go there. Um, go look at it. Just is this on? Okay, just is this on Instagram or Twitter or Cat Lady says his Drew? Okay, Brenda. First of all, it's not. Second of all, Cat Lady, they have no idea what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Lastly says B&B is like my crazy girlfriend that just can't quit no matter how hard I try. Let me ask you a question. How often? Oh shit. Okay, Jess, I would definitely check that out. Oh, that might be. Jess, it's actually really crazy when, like, the fact that that's more interesting than what his character is doing on the show. Like, think about that, Jess. When the actor stuff is more has more drama than the Okay, let me check you. Let me. Oh shit. Kyrie's props for the thumbnail. But thank you, Jess. I'm gonna check that out. It's actually really funny, Jess. It's like remember that whole marriage thing with Chad Duell and the chick from Young and Restless? That was back then. That was more interesting than what his character Michael was going through. You know, he had that whole fraudulent thing with Sally, or the actress that played Sally, and their fake marriage. Props to the thumbnail, Kyrie's. Tommy, I think you're gonna like Kyrie's thumbnail. Leslie says, okay, I was trying to make a similar metaphor. I never had a girlfriend, but I'm assuming if she's crazy, you stick with it for a little bit. Last day I did actually have a crazy girlfriend, so I'm sorry. I had a very emotionally unbalanced ex-girlfriend. Just that's where fake marriage. Like, what was just the fact that one or both of them spent money on that shit is just like insane. Like, what was even the point of that? But the thing is, I'm pretty sure he explains it, and Maurice Bernard's podcast is just way too long for me. He says I'm really going to miss. DC says, was she crazy or you made no DC no she was crazy no DC she was crazy before I got involved with her. Carrie says, what would it take to make you a huge Rita fan? Um, well, Carrie, what would it take to make you a huge Nicki Newman fan? What would it take to sit there and make you a huge Nicki Newman fan? Earlier said teaching might be back when his kids. Well, I mean that's eye of the beholder, but no, Kyrie, what would it take for you to be a Nicki Newman fan? Okay, the radiant, beautiful, sexy, the radiant Nicki Newman. What would it take you to be a Nicki Newman fan? Taylor says we all know it was no, cat lady, it wasn't me. Oh no. What makes you think it was me? What makes you think it was me? Come on, cat lady. Have a good night, Kyrie's. Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't worry, Kyrie's. If I get a chance, I'm gonna pop up in your stream. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Um, Ariana says everything about that match was entertaining, even the red and black colors. Oh shit! I don't know much about that marriage, but no, cat lady, you're on. What makes you think it was me? I feel like Cat Lady is gonna give me the most sassiest goddamn answer, and I still love you, but Leslie says, I miss what the Born and Beautiful used to be before 2018. I know it's a soap opera, but how can it be this bad for almost a decade at this point? Let me answer a question last time. How long have you hated Hulk Logan? Tommy says, do you think Nikki can stop Victor? No. No, I do not. Bill says, I have a feeling Albert likes them a little crazy. I mean, I like them a little feisty. Now, how you define crazy is, whatever, but Lisa says, "How do you know she was pre-crazy?" Um, and she told me her history. She told me her history. Carla says everything about you says you're the problem. I'm I'm sorry that okay. That was probably the most shortest non. That was probably the most. Hmm. That was a disappointing answer, but you know what, cat lady? I'll take it. I'll take it because I love you. That was hella disappointing, but I love you. DC says he probably hated Logan for as long as Jason has been. Wait for it, your guy. You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for DC to sit there and come back on my channel. Because DC, let me tell you something, Chad. I love DC. DC can be a brat. Okay, he can be a lot of things. He can be funny, insightful, charming. He can also be a brat. What am I doing with my hands? 2019, I did not like the way Hope cried every day for like 9 months. I did not like the way she treated Liam. I did not like the way she tried to replace her dead daughter with Douglas. Hmm. Okay, now DC said, okay, DC, I'm gonna get to you in a minute, cat lady. DC says, so if Albert knew she was pretty crazy, why did he take her on? She had nice boobs. That's why I took her on. And she had a good personality, but she also had nice boobs. So that's why I took her on. That's exactly why I took her on. So yeah. But you know what? I was honest, you see. Yep. Yep. That's exactly why. So pre crazy has a good personality. No, I said that she had nice boobs and her personality was decent. Lisa said that could do it. Lisa, that I mean, let's be honest, that could 100% do it. That could 100% do it. DC says being honest doesn't let you off the hook, but I appreciate it. Yeah, but I mean, Cat Lady, you stop. Also, I was being honest. God damn it. Hey, listen, I love Cat Lady, but even when I'm being honest, why are you shaking your head for her? I mean, that's the truth. Kevin said, did you know Hope never paid attention on daughter? It was always Douglas. You know what? I appreciate Last Day's honesty. I appreciate Last Day's honesty. Because he literally says, okay, now last it says, I mean, I never lost a child. I'm saying that if I did lose my child, my immediate needs is I'm gonna divorce my wife. I'm gonna find another kid with a dead mom to become my kid. To be fair, last day, I think maybe you should sit there and give her a pass on this one though. Okay. Losing a child is unnatural. And I'm not saying maybe that's the best way that she grieved, but like holding that against her just seems so, you know, Lisa says you turned that woman crazy, then called her pretty crazy, my guy. You are a professional with no feelings, kind of like Jason. DC is such a brat. Okay, I want you. Okay, chat. I want y'all to understand something. If you get nothing out of the stream, and for the people that's rewatching this, just know that DC can be a brat. Okay, I mean he's wrong on a lot of the stuff that he's saying. So I want y'all to sit there and screenshot it, and And Monique, and last day that comment is from you. Lisa said, "Nice boobs are nice." Yes, Lisa. Let's be honest. That's always a pass. It's a pass for a lot of things. And like I said, she might be a little crazy, a little off, a little unhinged, but that more than made up for it. Well, let's be honest, that always makes up for it, like 100% of the time. Kelly says we screenshotted that one. Uh, I'm always falling for the sassy ones. And Cat Lady is the queen of sassy. I mean, she's also smart, funny, and beautiful, and a lot of wit. You know. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna lie. This should actually freak me out for a hot second. I thought this was part of the back. I thought that shit was part of the background. I was like, what the hell am I looking at? I'm like, all seriously, I actually got kind of freaked out for a hot second. Last day says I just can't get over it. I don't understand it. I never gonna understand it. I don't know why Brad Bell chose that to be the grieving process. Hope is as long as she is. I'm gonna hate her. I'm not gonna lie, Kelly. That freaked me out. Here's the thing though, last day. My whole thing is that like a parent's worst nightmare is to lose a child. And I'm not sitting there saying that she probably handled it right, but I don't think she grieved the child in the way that she grieved the child. Was it right? No. But like, did you watch it? No, no, I didn't watch it last time. I actually started watching it in like 2020, during the virus. So no, I didn't watch it. I'm just saying the last day, like, you're dealing with a grieving child. You're dealing with a grieving mother over a child. That's the worst thing that a parent can sit there and deal with. And to be honest, last day, I feel like you have a certain level of hatred when it comes towards hope. And I feel like on that level, when she's grieving a child and you're being so hard on her, it's basically Smith saying that Hope Logan could sit there and save a bus full of children. But I'm just saying the last day, like Hope Logan could sit there and save a bus full of children going to Sunday school, and you'll still find a reason to dislike her. Even though her act, you'd be like, oh, well, I think she was going too fast. She turned the corners too sharp. Like, I get that you don't like her, but like, is there any sort of times where you gave her a certain level of leeway? Is what I'm saying? Or is it just like, I don't want to sit there and say blind hatred, but like, Donna says it's not that unnatural for a parent, particularly moms, to fixate on another child. Exactly, Don. And that's the thing. It's not something saying that it's a right way or wrong way, but like, you know, let's say it's not just that. It's the fact that after that, she still wanted to be Douglas' mom, and she got with Thomas. So it's a whole bunch of things. Okay, but did you understand my question now? My comment. God damn. But I mean, did you get what I said though? No, 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 no. No. At first, kind of lady, I thought that you actually put out a review. I'll still watch it, but like I thought you put out a review for a minute. Have a good night, Ariana. It was actually really great to see you. Stay safe out there, doing what you do. being a hero. And I appreciate seeing you tonight. Last day says I was able to look past 2019 until Hope got into a relationship with Thomas. So maybe my blind hatred for Hope started in 2023. Maybe it did. I mean, I pulled out a mini one, yes. Yeah, so yeah, I'll definitely sit there and watch it tonight. I'll definitely watch it tonight. Donna says, I know more than a few women go through it after losing a child after a miscarriage or after miscarriage. Yeah, but that's my whole thing though, Donna. Like, you know, you got last day Smith is saying that Hope was wrong for fixating on another child or whatever. After that, after she found that her daughter died, and I'm like, I'm not saying that's like the right way to sit there and grieve for a child, but like grieving for a child is an unimaginable pain. And and instead of having any sort of understanding, he just practically mocked her for it. Lashanta, it's good to see you. Plus, I was a big fan of Cam Hope, so I thought that also had something to do with it. That to me, Anika is not the true Hope. It's a whole chain of things. I mean, I get that. I get that last day. I do. I'm just not just saying like you practically judged her on how she grieved losing a child. You know, and I feel like on some level that's kind of like a level of like blind hatred, which you're entitled to your feelings as long as it doesn't spill over and you start going hard on somebody else. You see how I pulled it back to that event, right? Lashanta says I knew Cyrus is going to strike. Yeah, at least they didn't drag it out. And if there's one thing that we can all sit there and be appreciative of is that they didn't drag that shit out. So you know, there's that. Donna says I'm not a whole fan though. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's a lot of things I hope could have did that's just not. Stupid. But my point is, I don't like the fact that she got with Thomas after 2019. I think that's sick. I should shot myself in the foot. What can I say with my mouth? No, no, listen. Last day, I listen. I shoot. Let me tell you something. Last day, I shoot myself. What the hell you said? I shoot myself. Well, I put my foot in my mouth all the time. Last day, every night, 7 nights a week. But I mean, I'm talking about the incident that happened yesterday. That should never be repeated. As far as your whole thing with Hope, I mean, it is what it is. Dinah says, I'm not a Hope fan. The way she's been acting is ridiculous. You keep trying to justify stealing the company because, yeah, exactly. I mean, but she's definitely, I mean, yeah, exactly. But she's definitely, Donna, she's definitely a master manipulator, you know? LaShanta said, Drew and Will are pathetic. I mean, they definitely don't know how to read a room and are just, yeah, good. DC said, did you notice Dr. Kevin Collins out here joining the gate? Yeah, DC, we talked about that like about 5 days ago. I'm sorry, but we knew that for like a couple of days. I think we knew that on Saturday. Did you notice that? Yeah, no, we've been noticed that. We talked about that like a couple of days ago. Well, DC, he's not switching shots. He's not on contract on the gate, so he'll still be Kevin Collins. He'll still be Kevin Collins. So that's not changing. But Albert is a shady man. I mean, DC, what I'm basically saying is that you're telling us some old news that we already knew about. See, that's not shady. That's just me being kind of a dick. But like we already knew about that. Donna says, but do we know if John will continue on GH? Like Wally. Well, Donna, he's not on contract on the Gates. And he's not I don't think he's on contract with GH. So he can still come in and be Kevin Collins on the Gates. DC says, I'm sorry we all can't be spoiler free like you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm just well I was just going to say we already knew about that. That's all I was going to say. But I appreciate and understand your stance on the whole, I mean, to be fair, DC, I try to do that with my Marvel movies, which is very, very, very difficult. Movie comes out, I try not to go on the internet. Well, I mean, DC, it wasn't just me that knew. Other people in the chat already know. Like it was other people in the chat that knew. It wasn't just me. But the point is, I respect your stance. Dennis says, I hope so. There are several GH characters who needs Kevin. Yes, that's yes. Hell yes, Donna. Yes, LaShonda, we were talking about that earlier. That Jack may be coming in to sit there and save what you call it. DC says, well, apparently the chat knew. You must be so proud. Well, I always have to say proud, but they're in the know. They know about the spoilers and stuff. So I know about the spoilers. So I'll actually tell you the truth, DC. To be fair, like John actually put that up on his Twitter page. So I mean, everyone that actually has an ounce of social media probably knew about that. Spider Quake, Albert, what happened to the TG acting drama? I'm looking at it right now, Spider Quake. Jasmine Smith is saying something about him on Instagram. So I'm gonna sit there and check that out. But Nathaniel came in and he just pretty much talked about him being on vacation and growing a beard. Well, I think that's his name, DC. Isn't it like John Livingston? John something, whatever the hell that Kevin's actor's real name and real life name is. DC says they better have a good theme song. They usually will tell me. See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Chad. People think that I can be very hypercritical and very harsh. I don't think I meant DC Soap Sanctuary. Okay, people sit there and think that I can nitpick and things of that nature. But apparently, I don't got anything on DC who says they better have a good theme song. That usually would tell me if they make it or not. Just remember, when it comes to soap content, I'm the biggest dick around. Lisa says not shady, just a villain wannabe. It was, Don. I don't think it was what most people expected. Spike Quick says I'm surprised with the amount of white actors and actresses on the game. I didn't think it would be that much. Well, let me tell you something, Spike Quick. I would sit there and say this. People say somebody some let's be honest. Some idiot came in here and was like, They said something along the lines of, "Yes, baby girl, the biggest." And you know what? On both fronts, they're right. Well, on one front, they're right. I love her. I'm going to. I'm going to give her such a good spring. Um, Such a good spring. You know, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Like I'm very happy. I'm smiling. Yeah, you know what I meant. You know, fuck it. Yes, on that level too. Yeah, I said it. Um, but she gonna have a great spring. Lashanta said Lulu pissed me off today. That whole conversation was just so it you know it snowballed. Donna says it wouldn't be realistic though if it wasn't. Well, my issue is that people sat there. Well, this one person sat there and was like, "Oh, I think it's really dumb that they're only focusing on one race, on one color race." And I had to sit there and look at them, and I'm like, and, you know, I called them out on it, and this person sat there and said, "Well, I didn't mean no harm by it." And what I didn't sit there and say to them was just how tone deaf that they were. You know, to sit there and say like, "Oh, well, it's really stupid that they're focusing on one person." Like, I mean, on one race. I'm like, they didn't sit there and say that about General Hospital or any of the other three soaps. Anyway, I mean, you know, just to answer Spider-Quest's question, I think Spider-Quest was probably in Harris's live stream, but yeah, I mean, they're not just gonna focus on one race, but like, yeah, it's gonna be white people and maybe a Spanish person in there, like, and again, it's like, you know, people are making such a big deal about it now, but they didn't sit there and have that same energy before with the other soap operas. Let's see who's encouraged to stream. Hmm. So yeah, I had to sit there and spy on Kyrie to sit there and see who was in the stream and what he was talking about. Like Quick says, the only thing I will say about the gays is I hope people like it for the right reasons. Well, what are the right reasons? Why do I feel like I need another drink to sit there and have this conversation? What are the right reasons? For the right reasons. Almost feel bad actually asking that question. Where the hell's my goddamn? There we go. I'm like, where the hell's my goddamn music go? Honestly, that's what I find unrealistic about the other soaps, especially about the lack of diversity in LA art. Yeah, yeah. Like in the show for its characters and stories. I know what he's saying. I just want to sit there and see his answer. DC says I hate when they recast a character in the middle of the meat of a story like like um like Jack. Because every scene with Jack Brennan is flat as well, it's flat. Um Yeah, it's flat. Hmm. Love my gorgeous queen cat lady. She is fucking amazing. Yeah, Spike. Like, I don't know if you watched my review, but I basically sat there and said like, I think he's a good actor in another role. I think the Jack role is just not good for him. Donna said JJ is back on campus. Attempt recast is only for exactly, yeah. And that's exactly what I said, Donna. I'm like, I'm not going to sit there and go too hard on him because like he's only there for just a little bit. Exactly, Donna. His scenes are flat. There's no accent. Like, how do you sit there and recast somebody without? I think Donna. I think they're going to have to go through the Molly process. Find an actor that is going to do a good job, have an accent, and that people are going to get behind. Listen, they recast Molly after Molly after Molly until they got the right one. You tell me that they can't sit there and do that for Jack? What is GH just lazy now? After 60 some years, he just said F it? No, 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 no. We're not doing that. Because we're GH fans. We actually want the show to succeed. And this shit is not helping. It's the same shit. But it's a really amazing. No, I said this before. I'll sit there and say this again. It's amazing how an actor can sit there and impact a scene. Charles Measures would have been great. This guy, flat. Ellen said GH has been lazy for a long time now. Well, yes and no. Like, let's be honest, Kylie, they have some good stuff. I guess, yeah, I feel like in some ways I feel like in some ways Kylie is kind of right, but I'm willing to sit there and give them certain passes, though. You know? Oh, what's good, Warrior? I guess Victor wants Jazz Company because Jabot is the only one that's left. A lot of lazy stuff, sure. Like what, Cat Lady? Name some stuff that's lazy. I've been drinking. Let me name some stuff that's lazy. Donna said true. I honestly don't remember him as Joey. I only remember him as Nate Flynn as Joey. I mean, I can give. Maybe she's right. Part of me wants to sit there and be the optimist and actually give them a certain level of grace, which is really odd because I usually would sit there and come down like fucking like Thor. But I can see them trying in some ways, and I can appreciate that. But I don't know. Maybe Cat Lady will sit there and grace us with how that she feels that the show has been lazy. One Life to Live was a good show that I did watch up until a certain point, despite what DC the Brat is saying. Maybe I should hashtag that. Well, I mean, I need you to hashtag um oh, shit. Hashtag don't be Brooke Logan. Spike Rex says, what I think would be is a wrong reason. It's like when a person just overlooks race and not nothing else. I feel like that's the equivalent of only dating someone who's rich. Yeah, listen. Listen, Fire. I do get it. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Spike quick. I'm sorry for setting you up, but I do get what your Smith is saying, and I do agree that you shouldn't like the show. Well, I can see. I can see why some people would like to show for a certain level of diversity, Spider Quake. I don't think that you would get that, but I do agree with you. It's like we shouldn't just give it a pass just because we having a show that's diverse. It needs to sit there and be good and keep our attention and not just be there for diversity purposes. But at the same time, I can see why some people would be like, hey, listen, we haven't had a show like this, and this show is important. We should support this show. So I can get both sides. Kind of says Sam's storyline. I mean, Sam's story is lazy. Michael's story is lazy. Jason's story is lazy. Lulu's story damn sure is lazy. Lucky's story is lazy. Rick's story ending lazy, and Gio's story is more of what the f. Because that does the show no justice. I agree with you, Spider Quake. I agree with you. You're onto something, Spider Quake. Not gonna lie. I agree with that. No, no, he's gonna be on both, Spider Quake. He's not contracted. He's gonna be on both. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. That's what I was like. Spider Quake got a good point. I'm impressed, and I'm really impressed. But I'm impressed. Hmm, hmm. All right, I'm gonna set the end the stream here. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do a stream tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to do a stream tomorrow because I don't know if I'm actually gonna do on Friday. But I will sit there and let you know. And the community is nice that the cast is mostly back, but I just hear if it's good. Yes, that's true. Kelly says we got the small cups and egg, and this is why I love this woman, cat lady. She is awesome. Sassy is well, sassy as fuck, but it's part of the reason why I'm attracted to her. But yes, I will let y'all know tomorrow. Have a good night, Queen Jess. I'll let y'all know tomorrow about coming through for the stream. And I'll tell you this much: members are actually going to get the first. If I do the stream on Friday, members are going to get the first viewing of my collab with this new person. And yes, I'll let y'all know tomorrow about the stream tomorrow. Have a good night, Donna. Have a good night, Jess. Have a good night, my gorgeous goddess cat lady. Have a nice Spider Quake. Made some really good points, and I'm genuinely impressed. So, good job. Yes, check out Cat Lady's channel. She is awesome. So, yeah, I'll see you on the next stream. Laters.